All right, what's up, comic book junkies? I got a special video for you today. Before we get into it, the work has begun. The move has begun. Packing up the comic room. Yay! All right, so
Are you ready?
stay tuned.
Ready for a comic book haul? Then let's go! Night Tiger Comics, the scares the weird, the odd, the coolest comics in the world.
Because it's a giant gonna be on YouTube. And he goes, why? I am. I said, yeah, because I'm making a video right now. Okay, I need to switch chairs, but I got a box of free comics right here for BWD Comics. He's on Instagram, and he runs a booth in an antique store in Minnesota, and he buys a lot of lots, collections, and the stuff that he for some reason doesn't want to keep or sell, he gifts to his friends, and thankfully I'm one of those people. And also Surf Blue got a box and Meteorol got a box. So thank you, Jesse. I hope you're watching this. I appreciate it. He used to do this once a year, and I haven't got a box from him in quite a while. So I was quite happily surprised when he contacted me on Instagram and asked for my address. Are we recording? We are. Okay. So that white light's kind of washing it out a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay, so what do we got? So you can only assume this is a full box of comics. He watches our videos, he knows what we like, and he usually puts aside those things that we enjoy. So we got a note right on top. And a lot of times I get a lot of Golden Age. So, hi Mike, sorry this has taken so long. Hope you and yours are doing well, and I hope there's something in this junk you will like. And he always says that. And I always find, I still have tons of books that he sent me. Because he sends such cool stuff. It's unbelievable. One of my favorite drinks between energy and soda. This tastes just like a grape soda. It has caffeine. I don't know any other grape soda that has caffeine. They know me as the Rip Up guy, the Piggly Wiggly up in Alabama. Oh, cool. I'm a big fan of Brenda Starr Comics, and here we have the Dell Reporter. This is number 1 from 1963. And then he leaves the notes on the back of everything that's wrong with the comic. I'm not going to read every one, but just to give you an idea: top center, fold, staple, blown, rough, writing up front, corner bends, dirt, rust at staples, creases, ticks, etc. Okay, now we got to move this around. If I do it like that. Brenda Starr. I got, do I have it? Yeah, I think I have 1 or 2 of her Golden Age books by Superior Comics. Okay, he knows I like Westerns. Matter of fact, I think there's a book he sent me right here that I got to set aside to read, a modern Western. The Price of Fame, Book 1, Rich O'Shea and Hipshot. And it's in Mylar. Man, most of these are in Mylar too. Oh, and I love Golden Age romance. Here we go. Oh man, this I'm so grateful to get this one. And it seems pretty decent shape. Diary loves, and when you get a Golden Age romance and it's an actual art cover, they're the best. Photo covers, not too many collectors like those, and really, honestly, there's not too many great photo covers. So this is number 31 from 1953. Okay, it is missing the center wrap. Ticks creases, writing on front. Otherwise, pretty nice. Yeah, it does look pretty nice. This is definitely, oh man, I'm so happy to have that. I love my Romance. Thanks, Jess. That does look nice. Next we have Wild Bill Hickok by Avon. These are cool, and these Avon Westerns, they pretty much stick pretty close to the real stories, and so it can be a lot of text in them. That's one of the things they wanted to be known for, is to be like super true to the actual stories. Sometimes it can be a little bit daunting reading them, but nonetheless they are cool. Here's a nice one with a nice date stamp on it and a nice, pretty decent copy. I have a few of these, but I don't have this actual. I don't have this one. So this first one is Spine Roll. That's easy to fix. Tim Tyler, Cowboy number 12, 1949. Man, I'm loving this already. Yes, I am. Oh, nice. I just took some DC books down, and one of the ones I brought down was a Romance that he had sent me that was pretty hard to find. So here's a DC Romance with the go-go checks. No information on this one, number 103. Information's on the front, but no, I love the DC Romance, but as far as stories go, they're pretty cheesy. It's really formulaic. Whereas some of these Golden Age publishers' Romance, they're really, really good stuff. Actually, this is a double, but it fits right in with my Western Good Girl collection. And this is Kit Carson number 13. Raymond Everett Kinsler cover. And I believe there's actually a reprint to this, and I have that too. But great cover. Love it. I gotta move this box. The old man has bad shoulders, and my shoulders are already hurting. Okay, Katie Keene. This is cool. Oh, Christmas cover. Nice. January 61. I love Christmas covers. Christmas issue. Very fair. I haven't even cracked the surface of this box. Oh, cool. B. Barbie Riders. Okay, it's missing parts of the cover, but it's got main part there, and heck, it's readable. And then behind it we have The Fly, which I don't know if I maybe only have one issue of The Fly, and it's a later one. Georgie. Okay, this is Marvel. This is a pretty decent copy of this. I want to take this one out. Number 4, 1946. Let's take it out of here. So this looks pretty nice. Yeah, that's a nice copy. Whoa. Nice and tight. Staples. Let's look inside this. Oh, you can feel it. You can just tell by looking at it. The structure is very strong. So this is basically like an Archie kind of comic. But that is cool. I'm gonna put that in another Mylar here. That's a wall book in this room right there. That one in that diary loves. Okay, what do we got? So we got a coverless. Fantastic Fears number 8, missing cover. Ajax. Whoa. I'll print a cover out for this and put it in a Mylar. Oh man, that's so sweet. I wonder what the cover looks like for this. Let's look at some of the interiors. So it's pre-code horror. Anything good? Be my, ooh, look at that. Be my ghost. Actually, this is a pretty good coverless copy. It's not falling apart. Dang, look at this. I have never seen this right here. I gotta look that up. See that book? It says Police Thrills. I've never even heard of that. I've heard of Black Cobra. I've heard of Bride Secrets. And this Bride Secrets has a cigarette girl on the cover. I collect those, and they're very scarce, very hard to find. And then Linda, that's another tough one. I gotta look that up. Police Thrills. Sometimes these comics, they promote them and they never got published. So Fear in the Jungle, and what else? Oh, yeah, check it out. Oh, yeah. I'm going to make a cover for this weekend. That's going to look cool. I'm glad he labeled it. I have some coverless books here that he sent me a while back, and I took them out of the backing boards he had marked, and I have no idea what issues they are because I wanted to make covers for them. And they're both Sheena Jungle issues. Okay, here we go. Best Western, Marvel Comics. Pretty low grade. It says pretty rough. I glued the heck out of it. It's the nice Marvel Bullet logo. Two Gun Kid, Kid Colt, Black Rider. Okay, we'll read it. We'll have fun with that one. Oh, guys. Me and the wife are just talking. We just can't wait to get to the new house. Here's a pretty, it's rough, but it looks pretty presentable. Oh, look, it's got all these date stamps on it. A lot of Bonnet store stamps. Funny stuff. 1947. Guest ads inside. A ton of seller stamps all over front. Oh, yeah. Okay, we got some Dell. Porky Pig. If you've not read Looney Tunes comics from Dell, you're missing out. I just read a Dell Giant with Bugs Bunny, and it was so fun. This is from it's 370. It doesn't have the year on it. Doesn't that look like Woody Woodpecker right there? And then here we have Oswald the Rabbit. So this is my second issue of Oswald. And these are pretty early in the Dell comics. So number 143 from 1947. Missing Centerfold, effect story, 48 pages instead of 52. That's okay. Oswald the Rabbit, that's a cool cover. And the prehistoric egg. Here we have some Red Rider from 1954, number 133. I got quite a few Red Riders. Okay, now we're talking. We got some Charlton, and early Charlton from the 50s, and a pretty decent copy of Rocky Lane, 1954. So it's Golden Age Charlton. I'm going to pull this out for a minute because it has a dog ear on the front in the bag, and we want to fix that. I hate dog ears on the front cover. This looks like a nice copy for Charlton, too. So I get my little tool right here. Oh, look at that. That's a killer book. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave it out. And I'm going to put that in a new Mylar. Actually, this Mylar looks pretty good. I'm wondering if it'll fit in a Silver Age. I like my books tight. I know a lot of people don't. They prefer theirs loose. I don't like my books showing the white backing boards on the side. Here's one by Pines. So we have multiple publishers in here. Heckle and Jekyll, 1958. Spine Split goes up to First Staple. But I watched Heckle and Jekyll as a kid. The Little Rascals, the Hooligan Blackbirds. Oh, here's a nice Gene Autry. Oh, that's a nice copy of that. Well, it's I don't know. It's not nice, but it's like you can't really see the creases because of the photo. I have a couple Gene Autry's because from him that Jesse sent me. I have never read a Gene Autry yet to this point. Not that I don't want to, I just have never got around to reading one. Here we have Nancy. Oh, nice. It says premium copy. Has this big stamp on it. Come in on Milking Milkshakes. Ernie Bushmiller. This is from 1950. 3-inch spine split, top down to staple. But you can't see it. Low grade or not, these are comics that I love. These are from like the 50s and the 40s. Guys, I'm weird. I like to sit with old books and think and feel like going back in time and imagine how it would be if the person that originally had it was reading it. I like to smell it, feel that newsprint in my fingers, look at like the ads and the articles and the lettering pages and the quizzes and just soak up the time that these books came out. Is my hat crooked? So all this stuff, a lot of people are like, that's junk. But to me, it's treasures. This is cool. Oh, nice. It's like a good girl. This is Dan DiCarlo. Some writing on here. It's low grade, but again, it doesn't look that bad. No back cover, front cover detached. Well, that will happen if you don't have a back cover. Writing on front, shipping. Mike, you are the one person that would appreciate this in this condition. It's still a cool book. Come on. I mean, how often are you even going to see a book like this? And it's probably worthless, but I don't know. I find it cool. And Dan DiCarlo, man, he's a legendary artist. Okay, here we go. I have quite a few Millie the Models. I don't know. They look cool to me. I don't know what it is about them. The stories ain't all that compelling. They're written for little girls, but I can't even tell you why I even like this kind of stuff. I guess it's just little charms of history that are almost like ones of a kind. And it's like when you find a piece of like a little nugget of gold. It may only be worth $5, but because you found it and you don't find gold very often everywhere, you just appreciate it more. And that's how I am. Oh, this is nice. Charlton Romance. And man, this is a pretty decent copy. And it's in a nice tight Mylar. Oh, yes. Printed without top staple. I Love You, number 30, 1980. Final issue. A bit hard to find. That's all that's on the back. That is cool. The other day I was just admiring my Charlton collection has just grown pretty massive. Thanks to a lot of these cool dudes here in the comic book community. Here we have another DC. Oh, I have it. This next one's a double. Another DC Go-Go check. Mean Girls cover. They're all being mean to her. Number 118, 1966. Girls Love. So here's cool. I actually bought a copy of this, a high-grade copy, off eBay. And I love to have cool doubles. And it's a cheerleading cover. That's why I bought it. And I have a high-grade copy of this. But it's just a great, kind of a good girl cheerleading. Number 146 from 1966. So, yeah, I got a double. I was just talking with my friend Steve about doubles, how we're so strange that there's just books that we get doubles in. We can't part with them, even though we have a copy already. More DC Romance. And this is a nice. This is a giant page, dude. You know, I have two other 100-pagers of DC Romance, and they came from BWD. And man, she's like a Hispanic girl too. You know that I'm married. My wife's Dominican. She's got dark skin. I appreciate that. This is freaking cool. Young Romance 171, 1971. I want to crack that baby open and read it. Look at his watch. Remember those watches in the 70s with the big leather bands? Man. Killer stuff. Thanks, Jesse. Ooh, Romance. Talk about photo covers. And a pretty decent copy of this. That's not a bad photo cover either. True Stories of Romance, number 2. Book was put together with only a bottom staple. A True Stories of Romance, number 2, 1949. Man. He always hits it out of the park, man. I am so stoked. Here we have a Kirby, Jack Kirby cover. Simon and Kirby. Young Romance, number 27, so pretty early issue, 1949. And if you didn't know, Simon and Kirby were actually the ones that published and wrote and drew the first romance comic in comic books ever. They did the first crime book and the first romance. And you know what? I don't have a Young Romance by Simon and Kirby. Oh, this is cool. Archie's Madhouse, early Silver Age, 1962. So I don't collect much Archie, but I definitely know by the look of the book when it was published. So very cool. And then we have another Western here. We have a Lev Gleason. We have a lot of publishers. Here we have a Lev Gleason. Black Diamond. I do have a few of these. Number 29 from 1951. This one is a bit rough. Last story is a bit violent. Okay. Noted. Oh, look at this. Another publisher. Gold Key. Hey, boo boo. Here, hey there, it's Yogi Bear. Based on Yogi's first full-length motion picture by Hanna-Barbera. Uh-oh. I knew he was going to be jealous over this one. Dave at Surf Blue. Hanna-Barbera is his favorite thing. But I love Hanna-Barbera too. I grew up on this stuff, and that's a pretty nice copy. And this is early Gold Key. You can tell because it's the size of a Golden Age comic. Very cool. I wonder if that could be first Yogi Bear in comics. I have to look that up. Oh, nice. I don't have an issue with this. Prison Break by Avon. Holy, this is rough, but I'm gonna fix this up. Probably maybe tonight I'll put it in the press. Because with the press, I can get that spine roll out of it and make it look a little bit better. This is the last issue from 1952, Prison Break. And there's some couple, I don't know, at least one Good Girl cover in this series, maybe two. I think this is not the easiest to find. I could be wrong. I hope you like it. Read it. Pretty good. Crime Does Not Pay. Yes. So last issue. I'll look it up in the Gerber Guide. I'm putting that one in the press as soon as this video's over. Okay, so we got a Bob Colt. I don't own any Bob Colt. I almost bought an Australian copy of a Bob Colt one time because it was cheap and high grade, but then I didn't buy it. Nice Bob Steele ad on back cover. Let's check it out. Bob Colt number 8, 1952. Oh, yeah. Man, what a freaking cool box. Well, I know Jesse never disappointed, so And there's more. Ah, this is a cool one too. This is another one's got to go in the press. It's low grade, but I can fix it up. Davy Crockett #1. Glue used to secure detached cover. Tape inside front cover. Lots of edges spine roll. #1 from 1951. Look at that cover. We're going to fix that up. We're going to fix that spine roll, put it in the press, tighten it up, and she's going to look a lot better. Some Jingle Jangle, which I do have quite a few. I have a lot of the Christmas covers, but this is a cool underwater cover with the swordfish. And this is from 1949. Evan Costello, Good Girl cover. Oh, yes. I got a couple issues. Reissue of originals. Says reissue of originals on front. #34 from 1955. So that must be a reprint of an earlier issue. Nice kind of a Good Girl cover. Oh, I just picked up a military comics. Here's a Black Hawk. Black Hawk has some of the best art in comics. #17, winter issue. #147. Does this have what's that Good Girl art in here? Torchy. I wonder if there's any Torchy in here. Black Hawk, Black Hawk. Oh, it smells good. Chop Chop story. No Torch, but it does have some Good Girl panels. Reed Crandall art. I don't know if you can see the Good Girl. It looks like Reed Crandall. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that Good Girl. Quality always had quality art. Look at this. More Good Girl panel. I just read a military comics that you saw in my last haul. This one's going to the press too. So we got 3 lined up for the press. And you can always count on quality comics for great art. Man, we have a dog ear here. I'm going to leave that one out because I'm going to end up tearing off that corner trying to get it into the bag. I'm afraid to get down. Okay, cool. I actually just gave, not this one, but a Fighting Navy 100-pager away. So it's nice to get one back. I think I just gave one to Metarog. And now I have another one. Yeah, these are hard to find. It's a bit hard to find. #83 from 1958. These 100-pagers are hard to find, and people want money for them if they're for sale. So that's a Charlton. I don't know what it is. I love Charltons. They're so cool. Oh, are you kidding me? I just picked up, what, #27? This is number... Is that a Matt Baker cover? #51. It is. He even has it. That is a Matt Baker cover. Thank you. This book is so hard to find. Nice. I can't believe I got this. Thank you, Jesse. This is so sweet. I can't believe I even recognized that right out of the way. Matt Baker, I know he did 2 different romance comics where he did the last covers, and I'm not sure if he was even credited for them. Dang it. Sweet. Oh, yeah, this is coming out of here. I just saw Quality Comics, no, Automatic Comics, show the one that he had get graded. And you know what? This is a VG copy, and it's a nice VG copy, too. Dude, this is a pricey book. And it's not missing a centerfold either. It's got some water staining, but still. This is definitely a 3.5. Maybe bordering on a 4. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Thank you so much. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That is such a beautiful cover. That's gonna be on my wall forever. Okay, so we started out with this book, and here we have book 2. So we got probably the full story. Rick O'Shea and Hipshot. And one last book. And here we have an Australian, and he knows I love Mandrake, Golden Age Mandrake. Here we have an Australian 1950s, number 29. Nice way to end it. So those are all the free comics from my friend Jesse BWD, which means Big White Dog. He's on Instagram. Follow him. And man, I'm blown away, Jesse. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Look at this again. We'll end it with this one. Look at that. Look at the back. Man. Nina Ballerina. All right. That's it, you junkies. Get out of here. Go have a great week. Night Tiger out.